Have you ever found yourself contemplating your current investment strategies? Do the thoughts about index funds ever cross your mind? You must be wondering, what are index funds? Well, they are a type of mutual fund with a portfolio constructed to match or track the components of a financial market index, such as the Standard & Poor's 500 Index, S&P 500. They provide broad market exposure, low operating expenses, and low portfolio turnover. These funds adhere to specific standards or rules such as efficient tax management, which enables them to keep their costs low. They are suitable for investors looking for broader exposure and lower risk. Now that you've got an understanding of what index funds are, you're ready to dive deeper. We're about to take you on a journey to explore the world of index funds and uncover the 10 best ones you should consider for your portfolio. You'd be surprised to know how these funds can be a game changer in your investment journey. Starting off at number 10, we have the Schwab US Large Cap ETF. This exceptional financial instrument is a prominent member of the exchange-traded fund ETF universe. An ETF essentially operates similar to a mutual fund, but with the added advantage of being traded like a regular stock on an exchange. Schwab US Large Cap ETF is an ideal option for those who take an interest in large cap stocks that belong to publicly traded corporations with a market capitalization value of $10 billion or more. This fund meticulously aims to track the performance of the largest U.S. companies. It does this by aligning itself with a selected index, in this case, a large cap index. By doing so, it offers its investors a diversified exposure to a wide swath of the U.S. economy. This makes it a strong contender for those who wish to invest in large, well-established corporations. Its strategy of tracking the economic health of industry giants gives it a unique perspective on the status and direction of the broader economy. With the advantage of being easy to trade and offering diversification, it provides an attractive proposition for investors who wish to keep a close eye on the U.S. economy. This makes it a solid choice for those looking to bet on the overall growth of the U.S. economy. Let's now progress to our ninth selection, the iShares Core S&P 500 ETF. This particular fund is quite remarkable, as it tracks the performance of the S&P 500, an index that is immensely popular, well-regarded worldwide. The S&P 500 is a reliable and respected barometer of large U.S. companies and their performance. It provides a comprehensive snapshot of the U.S. corporate sector, covering a wide range of industries, making it a compelling choice for those aiming to diversify their portfolio. This ETF is an outstanding choice for investors who are confident in the long-term expansion of the U.S. economy. It offers a strategic opportunity to invest in the nation's most formidable corporations, allowing stakeholders to own a portion of these economic giants. It's an excellent option for investors who believe in the long-term growth of the U.S. economy and want a piece of its biggest players. Next, at number 8, we have the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, a remarkable fund that has been gaining constant recognition in the investment world. What makes it so special? Because the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF is a comprehensive fund that offers you wide-ranging exposure to the entire U.S. equity market. It encapsulates all segments of this market, from the flourishing small-cap companies to the sturdy mid-cap ones, and even the large-cap corporations. It doesn't end there. This fund also includes both growth and value stocks, spanning across numerous sectors and industries. This unique blend is designed for those who wish to achieve broad market coverage through a single, yet diversely robust investment. Ranked at a fortuitous number 7, we discover the remarkable investment option, the Fidelity Zero Large Cap Index. This incredibly unique index fund stands out in the financial world for its game-changing aspect. It flaunts an impressive zero expense ratio. This means that it doesn't levy any additional fees on your investment, making it an attractive choice for the mindful investor. This particular feature resonates with those individuals who are seeking opportunities that eliminate any hidden charges, thus making their investment journey smooth and straightforward. The Fidelity Zero Large Cap Index is not just another index fund, it's a veritable powerhouse of investment. It offers prospective investors a golden chance to tap into the potential of booming large U.S. companies. Therefore, for individuals who wish to partake in the growth story of large-scale U.S. companies, but are hesitant due to the possibility of additional expenses, this fund brings a superb solution. Without the burden of any extra costs, it's a phenomenal way to invest in large U.S. companies. Halfway through our lineup at number 6, we come upon the Spider S&P 500 ETF Trust. This exchange-traded fund has a key purpose that cannot be ignored. It aims to accurately reproduce the performance of the Standard & Poor's 500 index. This index is not just any ordinary index, but is one that holds immense significance in the financial world. The S&P 500 index, for those who might not be familiar, is an index consisting of 500 large companies listed on stock exchanges in the United States. It is one of the most commonly followed equity indices and is considered a bellwether for the U.S. economy. Its performance is not just an indicator of the health of the markets, but also reflects the overall economic sentiment and investors' confidence. Investors use it as a benchmark to gauge the overall trend of the market in order to make informed investment decisions. Hence, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF Trust, by aiming to replicate it, offers investors a snapshot of the broader market and an insight into its potential future direction. Thus, the fund provides a means for investors to participate in the growth of the U.S. economy by tracking the performance of the most influential companies in the country. It's a tool that can be of great use to both seasoned and novice investors alike. So we can clearly see why the SPDR S&P 500 ETF Trust is halfway through at number 6. This fund aims to replicate the performance of the S&P 500 index, one of the most commonly followed equity indices in the U.S. Making its way to the 5th spot, we introduce the mighty iShares Core MSCI EAFE ETF. This investment tool isn't just your run-of-the-mill fund. No, it's a financial powerhouse designed to offer you access to an expansive of companies spanning diverse regions of the globe. We're talking about Europe here, the birthplace of the Renaissance and the financial hub of the world. And we're not stopping there. The fund takes you on a journey to Australia, the land down under, brimming with promising opportunities. Crossing the Pacific, we reach Asia, the dynamic and fast-growing economic powerhouse. And last but not least, the Far East, a region rich in tradition and innovation. With this fund, you're not just investing in a singular market, but you're embracing the world, making it an excellent choice for those looking to diversify their portfolio internationally. At number 4, we find the Schwab International Equity ETF. This stellar fund stands out due to its unique approach of providing exposure to an array of international companies. These are predominantly large mid-size enterprises that have already established their footing in developed countries outside of the United States. Investing in such companies brings the potential for robust returns and a diversification advantage to your portfolio. As every savvy investor knows, diversification is key in creating a portfolio that can withstand market volatility. This fund allows you to access such diversification while also providing an opportunity to participate in the potential growth of foreign markets. It effectively brings the world to your financial doorstep. It's a good pick for those looking to add some international flavor to their portfolio. Breaking into the top 3, at number 3, we have the Vanguard Total International Stock ETF. This powerful investment tool is an absolute game changer for investors that want to diversify their portfolio. The fund's design effectively covers both emerging and developed markets outside of the U.S., which is an impressive feat in the world of finance. It's a dedicated platform for those who desire to invest globally and not just limit themselves to American companies. This broadens the opportunities for returns and also introduces investors to a larger range of market trends and dynamics from different parts of the world. The idea behind this fund is simply brilliant, as it allows a unique perspective of viewing global markets under one roof, thereby giving investors wide international exposure. The runner-up at number 2 is the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. This fund aims to provide investment results that correspond to the total return of stocks of large-cap U.S. companies. It's a good choice for those who believe in the future of America's biggest companies. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. The number 1 spot goes to the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. This fund aims to track the performance of the S&P 500 index, offering investors exposure to 500 of the largest U.S. companies. There you have it. The top 10 index funds to consider for your investment portfolio. Remember, each fund offers its unique benefits and risks, so it's important to do your research and choose the one that aligns with your investment goals. Now, if you find this information helpful, show some love by hitting that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things investing. And most importantly, drop a comment below and share which fund you're most interested in. We're eager to hear from you. So until next time, keep investing and keep growing.